Why are Dharmic religions judged by an Abrahamic checklist? Why are Hinduism and Buddhism so often judged by an Abrahamic checklist? Where is the single prophet? Where is the single book? Where is the single creed? Where is the final revelation? Where is the command that everyone must believe the same thing? But why should these questions define religion for all humanity? Hinduism developed through many philosophies, many teachers, many scriptures, many methods of inquiry. Buddhism developed through debate, meditation, observation, discipline, and competing schools of thought. Neither tradition depends upon one prophet announcing one final message for all time. Yet this difference is often treated as a defect. No single book? Then it must be confused. No final prophet? Then it must be incomplete. Many paths? Then it must lack truth. But are these conclusions logical? Or are they merely Abrahamic assumptions presented as universal standards? Colonial scholars entered India carrying categories shaped by Christianity. Religion was expected to have a founder, a creed, a church, a scripture, a fixed theology. Dharmic traditions were then forced into these imported boxes. But an even greater inconsistency remains. Hindu and Buddhist claims are examined through history, archaeology, psychology, textual criticism, and empirical evidence. Their rituals are questioned, their scriptures are dated, their traditions are dissected, their metaphysical claims are challenged. That scrutiny is legitimate. But why is the same scrutiny not applied equally? Where is the empirical evidence that one particular prophet received the final revelation? Where is the verifiable evidence that one particular book contains the perfect words of God? Where is the independent evidence for heaven, hell, divine judgment, miracles, and eternal punishment? Why are Dharmic beliefs called mythology when unsupported, while Abrahamic beliefs are protected as faith? Why is one tradition examined under a microscope, while another is placed behind a sacred curtain? Empiricism must be symmetrical. If karma requires evidence, so does divine judgment. If rebirth requires evidence, so does resurrection. If Hindu miracles require evidence, so do biblical and Quranic miracles. If Dharmic scriptures may contain human error, so may every other scripture. The argument is not that Hinduism and Buddhism should escape criticism. The argument is that no religion should escape criticism. No prophet should receive immunity. No scripture should be declared infallible before examination. No claim should become true merely because empires, institutions, and armies made it dominant. Let every tradition face the same questions. What is the evidence? Is the claim coherent? Is it historically reliable? Can it be independently verified? And what happens when people act upon it? Why must Dharmic civilizations pass an Abrahamic religious test, while Abrahamic revelation is protected from the full test of empiricism? Why? Please visit www.reasonandrevolt.com for further examination.